Hello viewers, EMG Bricks here, coming at you with my very first video for the channel, and I've got to say, it is a very nice mock that I've created here. So this is a battle between the 41st Legion Clone Troopers and the droids, the CIS. I've had this mock built for a little while now, but I wanted to make a video before I put the thing away and started my next project. So on the left hand side, as you can see over here, we've got the droids, the battle scene, which I'll go into detail. I'll do a close up in a minute of this. So we've got the droids, and then we've got the clones coming out through the base, which you'll see. You'll have a better look at that in a minute as well. And then on the inside, on the right hand side here, we have got the actual base. Now it comprises of two grey base plates. So it's just over a base plate. I think where the wall starts just here, that is, as you can kind of maybe make out at the bottom over there, that is a base plate, and then I've kind of extended the base into the second base plate and then given kind of just under a whole base plate for a battle scene. So let's go ahead and dive into the battle scene first, and then I'll make my way over to the base. Okay, so here is a closer look at the battle scene for this mock. So we've got two dwarf spider droids advancing, one on the left, one on the right, up to the base. We have a handful of super battle droids marching up. A couple of them have been taken out. One of them is kind of dismembered here. The other one is also dismembered. And then there is the one that is completely knocked out. And then we've got some battle droids. A couple of them have been also taken up. And then the rest of them are advancing up towards the base. And then from the clone side, we've got all the 41st Legion Scout Troopers. They are all running out. We've got some of the Swamp Speeders advancing through the door. I thought this would be a very fitting vehicle to have for this mock, because you did get the 41st Legion Scout Troopers with the Swamp Speeder. But not only that, I feel the terrain that this base is situated on is kind of slightly swampy. I wanted to go for kind of a swampy feel, grassland, so I thought the Swamp Speeders would be the perfect vehicle to have in this mock. And over there we've got a kind of wall slash like barricade thing going on for the clones to hide behind. The dwarf spider droid has taken fire at the clone trooper just here, and he has unfortunately died, and he's been blasted over the wall. And there's another clone trooper rushing in to kind of fill his space to help defend the base. I've got the rock wall in the front to kind of give some detailing, and added some of the bamboo leaves into the rock wall to give the effect of plants growing up the rock. Another cool feature that I would like to show you guys is if I turn the power on and then grab the little remote control that sat on the top, is I can motorize the door. So one of the things that I love to do with my mocks is I love to, wherever I can, use power functions. I don't know if you can see it as well, but just inside the base here and here, as well as the rest of it, which I'll show you guys in a second. I've used the power functions lights, the LEDs, and I've also used a medium motor to power functions the door. I absolutely love doing this. I love creating kind of moving components wherever I can. It just adds a different element to the base, especially if you can add lights. It kind of brings a bit of life to the scene, as well as anything motorized. Just really gives it some extra detail. So I have motorized the door. So what I've been able to do with this mock, because the base side of the mock has been raised by 2 bricks and the battlefield side of the mock has been raised by a brick, leaves a void underneath all the plates that I've placed down. So that has enabled me to be able to lower down where the tiles are for the door to slide open and shut. So it kind of gives it a bit of stability when moving. because it is recessed. The door can't go left or right. It can't wiggle forwards, and then the door is then there is a void also in between the two bricks, so it slides perfectly forwards and backwards in between those two sections. So this is the wall slash barricadey thing that I built. The way that I built it is by using the kind of the right angled pieces, not quite the 2x2s. Well, the 2x2s with the 1x1 missing in the center of it, and then using a stud and then kind of stepping each part, you can create this kind of curve using the Lego bricks, because of the way that the bricks are shaped. Normally, if you had bricks connected side by side, obviously you've got flat edge against a flat edge, you can't rotate them. But because you're using a stud and studs around, it can give you like a kind of a bend in the set or in the parts. And by using these pieces, the stud on top of the brick catches the next brick, and then the next brick and the next brick. So it gives you a certain, you can only bend it so far. Normally what's used is a 1x2 plate, but that you can literally bend that all the way around, more or less. The bend is a lot more, it's greater. But by doing this, you also give the thickness as well. So see if I can just give you some height a second to have a look over it. So it's done like that, and then I've used 2x2 brown plates as well in the center to kind of build the structure of it, and then it's exactly symmetrical the other side. So I built up the left hand side, and then I built the right hand side, just as a mirror image of that. Here's a quick look at the reverse side of the door. So it is literally just a bunch of plates that I've stuck together, and managed to stick a track along the top of it, and then there is the medium motor just here connected to two small gears, and those two small gears are running across the top of the track to give me the ability to open and close the door. The only one downside to having the lights and the door on the same circuit is when the door reaches the end, it drains power from the battery, meaning that the lights dim, so you do get the flicker. Ideally, I would have two separate battery boxes, one for the lights, one for the door, so that you can have the lights powered on all the time, and then have the door controlled, and you wouldn't have the issue of the lights dimming. So here is a look of the inside of the base, looking out towards the wall and through the door to the main battle scene. So we have 4 swamp speeders, 3 of them all lined up in convoy, marching out or going out to battle to fight off the droids. We have the 4th swamp speeder right here, and the 2 clone scout troopers running towards the vehicle to jump in to pilot it out to help defend the base. Over here we have a gun rack full of Clone Army Customs clone rifles. I only ever used the Clone Army Customs weapons for my clones. For my mocks, I don't have enough weapons for all of my clones, but I have enough definitely for a good battalion of clones. In the center here we have the gridded section. That can be used for many different things: decontamination of vehicles, drainage of fluids. If it's been raining outside, bring it in rather than bringing all the wet in. All the water can drain down in through the grids. I've put all the lights in each section, so there is a total of 8 lights in all the grids. I have then surrounded all of this with shiny kind of grill pieces, so the tiles. So I've surrounded that, and then on the floors I have tiled the whole floor of the base. So I've used a mixture of 2x2 light grey tiles, 2x2 light grey tiles with the stud in the middle, and then the 2x2 dark grey tiles with the stud in the middle, just to kind of give it a bit of more of an old worn effect. This is an old base, It's been here for many years and it needs a bit of repair work. So all the tiles are kind of mismatched, different colours, all in different conditions depending on how hard they have been used. Over there in the back we have kind of the generator for the base, so the mining fuel. So this clone trooper right here is carrying the freshly filled canister with the fuel, and this clone trooper over here is carrying an empty canister into the machine ready to start filling up. We have some crates over here ready to be sent off. There is a full canister of fuel sat right here, and this crate is ready to be filled up, ready to be shipped out along with the other ones. And here we have the command center for the base. Now the roof does come off, so I've built it so that you can just literally lift up the roof like that and the whole thing is detachable. Here is a look down through the command center. So in the very front here we have a hologram table with two of the 41st Legion clone troopers kind of manning it. So here is a view from the back of the command center. So I've left this completely open so that you can have a look through it. So we have two display screens here with two clones working on them. We also have another one over here and another one back here. These are really simple design, just using the 1x4 arched pieces, using the bottom of the lever in the light grey, and then using these light blue trans glass panes, and then just sticking them inside the leather parts, and that then creates kind of a glass hollow display for the clones to be working from. So we have it, guys. This is the base that I've made. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more content because it will be coming very, very soon. I've got a lot planned for this channel. It is the 3rd of January 2020 and you guys have been awesome. Thanks guys, bye.